that I thought, was just a dead white baby. So I was like, why would you? That's when I got upset because I thought I can keep the jewels, because I was in this play. And I was like, oh, yay. And she said, okay, now you're going to walk slowly, and there's going to be some men in the middle or behind you or something, but it's going to be three, and and you're one of the wise men. And so I'm carrying this thing to this baby in the manger thing, and at the end of the play, I'm thinking I can keep the jewels because it's mine. She gave it to me. Yeah. And she said, "No, Catherine, it's for the play thing." And I kind of started crying a little bit. And they replaced it with candy jewels and with the same treasure chest. And they put a whole bunch of candies, and it looked like the wrappers was beautiful. Even the wrappers was beautiful. You wanted to eat the wrappers. Well, it was filled full of these different candies and things. And they said, "See, Catherine, this is yours." And I opened it. I was like, oh, yeah, I wiped my tears. It wasn't even no tears no more. I was like, thank you. But they tricked me. So they got the jewels that I didn't get to keep, but they replaced it with candy jewels. And they put me as the three wise men, one of the three wise men, because my teacher said, no, that's her. She's one of the three wise men. That's her. I was 8 or 7, 8 or 7. I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, they put me in there. I was the only black girl in there. And but yeah, so let me end this. Don't you worry, we're gonna get to the promised land, y'all. We're gonna get to the promised land. Sugar. Yes, we are, because we have to. It's our land, and we have to get back to what we used to do before the heathens came here. We were traveling. We were traveling with our families. We were. We were traveling with our families, and that's why I patent. I patent 13 different areas in your area, in my area. I'm in California. There's 13 different promised lands. Some of the names will be biblical because I did not know they were biblical. But when you look at these maps, you'll see that the areas that I picked, they're like Zion and just different biblical names. There's Memphis. There's a lot of Memphis. Memphis means something. Zion means something. Mount Zion. Um, they have kings. They have queens. I'm talking about cities. They have Goldland, Paradise Land. These places are all wonderful names that are hidden that they don't want you to know. But anyway, I found them and I got them, and so we're going to be living in those areas. And you can also email me and tell me what area you want me to put the promised land at. But it has to be in a beautiful nature national park center area where white people took over. I know that sounds crazy. Get me those areas because they're not supposed to be there anyway, and those are our areas. So I'm talking about the best, beautiful areas that you could ever think of in your area. Those are our areas. Besides, they took the boom boom, they're gonna die anyway. So what are they gonna use? They're not gonna use our areas. And they say, well, Kathy, we're not gonna be staying on this earth. We're going to another higher plateau. Yes, that's how we're gonna get to other higher plateaus when we get to the promised land. Or you stay right where you're at and you might just change. You might just change. I know that sounds crazy. I know. I'll get to that later. But what I'm saying is that we have to get to the promised land in a physical sense also too, spiritually and then physically to get there. So the main thing right now, we need to get a hold of this lawyer while I get a hold of sending my patent to Elon Musk to make this happen physically. So when we get to the promised land, it'll be a jump off from third, fourth, fifth to sixth dimension reality. Because if you build it, they will come. That means people, that you ain't never seen before will come. You know what I'm saying? And that's your family. But anyway, what I'm saying is that once we get to the promised land, the gates are shut. Beyond this gate is where you would live. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area, and it's all that you ever imagine and even more. But that's on a third dimensional reality that goes into a fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh that I've patented. Okay, so it's already made. You just have to, and it's gonna take 2 to 3 years. Okay, so let me go ahead and end this, and I'm going to make a video about if you build it, they will come. Okay.